EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Don't jump, ready?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Cowboys at 8-3 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third down and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3rd and 3. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. He gets him to Cruz. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Fields. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for.
He's got daylight. He's still on his feet. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
11.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Fields. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw is Fields. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing again is Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Corral now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Corral looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A pitch comes to Walker, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Option play, right side, Corral. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter, Brian Egger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. This complete to Lockett. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot on the fumble. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're on 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Fields. And it is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, the whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Corral. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down and 13. And Corral will throw it. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, but more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on fourth down, is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the air, Fields on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Left side complete to Lockett. Now he's loose at the 40. Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did, because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And Corral will throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Corral on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off play action, Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Here's Corral. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the
Now Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It's caught. Lockett. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's Corral. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. To throw is Fields. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Here's Fields.
32-yard line.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
Fields.
46-yard line.
Left side to Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To the air again, Fields. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks?
Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
161 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Walker.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I have to chuckle. Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Seahawks, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.